Hello, my name is Simon. Welcome to another video of Learn Bootstrap the Practical Way. Alright, so previously we were accessing our items, our index through just that directory of the index, but right now we're going to start accessing it through WAMP server. Alright, so you have to come and launch your WAMP server. Remember that we created a special folder in the www folder. Alright, so you're also going to need the text editor, and let's see which text editor we can use. Okay, you can download Visual Studio Code. Okay, you can download Visual Studio Code. You can also use Sublime Text. Sublime Text. Okay, and then you can also use Notepad++. Now I do use Notepad++, and I also use Visual Studio Code. Alright, so let me first launch Visual Studio Code. It's totally free. Sublime Text is also free on a trial version. You won't get most of the advanced features, and then Notepad++ is also totally free. Alright, so I'm going to choose add. Okay, and add folder to workspace. So let me do this, file, add folder to workspace, and then I look for that particular folder, which is me.com. Alright, so under me.com the only thing we have is our text that we edited when we were creating our first menu. Okay, so this will be easier. I can even run the terminal from here. There's no problem with that. And then apart from that, I'll be also able to manage, customize my code. You see, arrange it very well, organize it in a better and suitable way. All right. So we're also going now to run our page from WAMP. So all we have to do is come and type localhost stroke, since we already created an index.html, so even if I stroke with me.com and press enter, I'll receive the same thing. So right now it's going through a server, meaning I can even create PHP pages or even create the database. But for our case, we just creating the user interface, but I just use this because I'm used to it, and I think it will give me it will give us better practice when we come to PHP. Alright, so now that we have our links here, okay, what do we need for our links? Now, before I go to the links, I want to add other items here. We may create more items here with the icon, but let's first leave that for the case. Now, we're going to create divs or divisions to organize our content. Alright, basically this is what we usually do. Okay, so we come and then we create a div. Alright, and then let's put something into the div. I think we're going to put the text. Let's say this is blue. Okay, and then let me save, and then of course refresh again. Alright, so this is blue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create two divs. I'm going to create a blue div and a red div. Alright, copy, then paste, and then this is red. Alright, so we have blue and red. Now they mean nothing to us right now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put some inward styling. All right, like we said, let this this is going to be a practical course. So let's see, how do they style inward? Okay, I've already done it, but let's visit our references. So okay, let's come to our reference. W3 schools. I'm going to choose HTML, and then I choose styles. Okay, so this is the inward styling. So the first thing you get is you must have, this is the tag name, for example, that our tag is div, and then you style, and then you put the property and the value of the property, and then you terminate. Okay, so when I come back here, I'd already done that. So this is the tag name, which is div, and then this is the style, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the style of background color, background color, which color is going to be blue for the start, and then I terminate. All right, so let me save that. Okay, there's a double K here. Let me save that. All right, so let me just copy this to the other, and then I replace with red in this div. All right, so this is supposed to be red. All right, so if I come back and refresh, okay, so we have two divs. All right, so I'm going to, these divs are below each other. I can also add another style, which can be height. All right, height, let me give it 500 px. Let me just copy that and also put to the other. Height 500 px. Px for pixels. Of course, I have to refresh. All right, so you can say I have two divs that are within each other. Let me also style the color for the text. So color is going to be white. Terminate, do the same here. Terminate, color, okay, is going to be white. All right, so let me refresh. Okay, so now these items here, remember I'm okay, my consulting part, I'm using Microsoft Edge, but I'm using Firefox because I want to inspect. So let me right click, and then I choose to inspect. All right, so right now I'm in what they call responsive for mobile devices, whatever gadget you have, and you can see these divs will always be below each one. The red one will always be below the blue one. Okay, and yet I want, if the screen gets larger, okay, this div to shift on the other side. If the screen gets smaller, this div should shift to the bottom. Okay, and that's what they call responsive design. Now the responsiveness of the website. Now let's go back to our consultant, and then we'll look for grids. So layout, and then we're going to look at the grids. Now the first thing we need the container. Okay, a container that is going to hold our divs. All right, so Bootstrap is a library that is summarizing all CSS content into keywords or classes, or different classes. So instead of you typing different, the sizes, the height, whatsoever you need, you'll just be typing that this container is small, medium, large. You get it, eh? All right, so let's do this. The first thing we need to have is a container. All right, so I'm going to create a special div which is going to hold the container. So I'm creating it outside the two divs that I created. All right, so this div. All right, so let me copy this and then put it below here. All right, so I'm also going to indent these. Oh, Okay, I'm going to indent these so that we can know that this is our external div. All right, so this is what I need. What do I need? I need to make sure that this has a class. Okay, they are saying that we must have a class. All right, which class is container? So the div will be class is equal to container. All right, so let me type it here. I can also copy it from here, but it's better to type it so that you get used to it. So class of container. Now before I do anything, let me first go to our reference websites. All right, our reference websites, we have W3 Schools, we have Video Copilot, we have Apple. Okay, we also have Windows. Now Windows and Video Copilot seem not to complete the width of the edge of the whole page, while W3 Schools, I'm sorry, 3D Total is completing the width of the whole page, and then Apple is also doing the same. Now let's come. Remember, we've just added a container here, so let's come to our item and we refresh. And then we refresh. Wow, you see, that is what the container is doing. Now if I want this content to take the whole width of the page, all I have to come and do here is add a dash. Okay, what is that called? Hyphen, and then type fluid and then save. All right, so if I come and refresh, wow, you can see it's taking up, you know, the whole page, the whole extent of the div. Now this upper part, I need to give it a div too. See that? Or if I want it that way, I keep it that way. Now also the height is affecting our item, but we're going to come to that. Now this is what we need to do. We want these items again to fit into a row. Okay, let me talk about rows now. For example, if I come, this is the navigation, this could be another nav, no problem. Now this could be a row, okay, on its own, and this is another row. Now this row contains items, this is another row which contains these items, okay, to the bottom. I don't know if they have another row, so I don't know how many rows they have, but those seem to be 2 rows. So let's see this one. So this is a nav, okay, and then this is another row. This down here, the whole of this is also another row, and then this down here is also another row. Okay, let's see Apple. This could be a row of its own, another row for the image, another row for this image, okay, and then another row that is containing all these. All right, so let's do that. All we have to do is create a div. Okay, create a div. All right, so let me get that and put it below here. Okay, I'm going to indent again, and then still indent this. Now this div is going to be of class row. Okay, and then I save. Of course, when I refresh, okay, you can see now things are changing. Okay, this was below this, but now just because it is under these 2 divs are under the class of row, okay, they are now on the same page. See that? So that's how Bootstrap affects these items. Now thank you for watching these videos. Do not forget to subscribe. Okay, we're going to meet in another video, and we continue to columns. So here we've learned about the container and the row. We're going to go to the Bootstrap grid and columns.